Hello and welcome to ELBC Newsline, a full hour of news, views from Liberia and other parts of the world. Today is Monday, December 15, 2025. My name is Fabienne Kuya presenting, and these are our top stories.
And we invest in education. We are not just building school, but training teachers.
Government and World Bank launched Excel project to improve learning across Liberian schools. Legislative Monitoring Coalition of Liberia releases findings indicating high-level gender disparities in legislative participation.
This 3,600 metric tons of food assistance is a concrete move of implementing the outcomes of the Veggie Summit.
Chinese embassy donates 3,600 metric tons of rice to Liberian government, and away from whom Ugandan military confirms it is holding a Catholic priest who went missing nearly 2 weeks ago. These stories and much more, including sports, the weather report, the news in Liberian English and French. But first, Crystal in the news bulletin.
President Joseph Boakai has termed education as a foundation for national growth and development. President Boakai believes investing in quality education for all Liberians remains a cornerstone for societal growth. The president was speaking Monday in Monrovia at the launch of the Excellence in Learning project.
When we invest in education, we are not just building school, but training teachers. We are shaping the future of our country. Education is the foundation on which national development is built.
The project, with funding from the World Bank, seeks to support the construction of 100 modern schools across the country. According to President Boakai, the project highlights government's vision to make education equitable and affordable for all citizens. He said the program also underscores the government's unwavering commitment to improve learning outcomes. Through the Excel project, more than 350,000 students will have access to better learning environment and equipment across Liberia. The Ministry of Education has officially launched the Excellence in Learning in Liberia project. The Excel project seeks to address urgent challenges in the education sector and ensuring meaningful learning outcomes, particularly in early grades. Speaking at the project launch on Monday in Monrovia, Education Minister Dr. Jaso Jala emphasized that the success of Liberia's education system depends on the strength of its foundation. Dr. Jala underscored the need for systemic reform, moving beyond access to focus on quality. According to her, the Excel project will be judged not by promises but by measurable improvements in reading fluency, basic numeracy, and teacher support by 2026.
When this foundation is weak, everything built on it is unstable. Secondary education, STEM, skills training, and ultimately economic productivity. That is precisely why Excel focuses where the returns are highest.
The Excel project, funded by the World Bank and the Global Partnership for Education, it aligns with Liberia's broader goal for ensuring inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all. At the same time, World Bank country manager Georgia Walland says education is the most powerful key to lasting transformation in Liberia. Speaking at the launch of the Excellence in Learning in Liberia Excel project, Madam Walland said Liberia is at a pivotal moment with foundational life determining children's futures and the nation's capacity to rise. She noted many children struggle because of the quality of education, not their aptitude.
Liberia is in a pivotal moment. Foundational literacy and numeracy early in life are determinants of a child's future and ultimately of Liberia's capacity to rise.
According to her, Excel will focus on reading, writing, and mathematics across early childhood and primary grades. She praised the government, teachers, parents, and students for their role in turning Excel into real learning games. The Legislative Monitoring Coalition of Liberia, LEMCO, has disclosed high-level gender disparities in legislative participation and initiative during its monitoring and evaluation at the legislature. Reading the group statement Monday, Mr. Joseph Cheyan stressed that though women are present in plenary sessions, their active participation in discussions were limited at both the Senate and the House of Representatives. Mr. Cheyan said there were 9 sessions conducted during the second quarter, with women contributing to 3 discussions out of the 9 sessions and 5 sessions recording zero female participation. The findings from Lemco's evaluation also revealed both strengths and weaknesses in legislative performance, indicating that the legislature consistently maintained respect for democratic procedure sessions. The Legislative Monitoring Coalition of Liberia is a coalition of 16 CSOs from media institutions working around 3 thematic issues of legislative transparency, participation, and inclusion at the legislature. Meanwhile, the Legislative Monitoring Coalition of Liberia has made several recommendations to the legislature to help improve legislative oversight, lawmaking, and accountability to the Liberian people. The recommendations include commissioning the General Auditing Commission to conduct a system audit of the legislature to increase transparency and accountability in financial management of the public funds, ensuring CSOs and the media are allowed to observe committee meetings or hearings. Other recommendations include ensuring that the legislature improves its oversight function by demanding that the executive submits budget performance reports prior to the submission of the national budget, among others. Lemco said monitoring women in legislative deliberations are essential to enable regular participation and inclusion of minority issues in legislative agenda. The Chinese embassy has presented 3,600 metric tons of rice to the Liberian government under the China Aid Emergency Humanitarian Food Program. The consignment, according to Chinese Ambassador Yang Chengwu, is a fulfillment of the recent Forum on China-Africa Cooperation attended by President Joseph Boakai. Ambassador Yen said the rice will help to alleviate Liberia's food shortage and ensure tangible benefits for the Liberian people.
Once we make a commitment, we will honor it. It carries the profound goodwill of the Chinese people. I sincerely hope it will help alleviate Liberia's food shortage and bring tangible benefits to the Liberian people.
He said the donation signifies China's long-standing commitment to support Liberia's food security and the well-being of the nation and its people. Ambassador Yin disclosed that over the years, the Chinese government has provided several batches of food aid to Liberia. Meanwhile, Commerce Minister Magdalene Dagoza says the Chinese government's rice presentation happened at a critical time in Liberia. Minister Dagoza vowed that all processes in the Chinese rice donation will be transparent to ensure its benefits the Liberian people. She praised the Foreign Ministry for fostering strong diplomatic ties with the People's Republic of China, which has yielded significant results.
Let me assure the Liberian public the entire process from storage into the warehouse and to the final sale will be done properly. We will work in close supervision with the vendor to ensure this rice is sold at a price that will stabilize the market and accessible to all Liberians.
Minister Dagoza also thanked Ambassador Yen and termed the Chinese government's generosity as the foundation on which the over 3,000 rice aid has been presented to Liberia. Workers of the Liberia Agricultural Commodity Regulatory Authority, LACRA, have refuted front-page Africa newspapers' recently published scorecard in which LACRA is graded F. The workers, in an interview with reporters Monday, clarified that as opposed to the failure reports published by Front Page Africa, the entity under the administration of its acting director general Dan Saye has experienced rapid transformation in the sector. The workers named validation and regulation of cocoa and coffee prices on the Liberian market to reflect global rates, and creation of marketing department as some achievements of LACRA. Others are hiring of more contractors and unifying the workforce, training of workers, subscribing to the EUDR arrangement for forest management, and supporting local farmers for adequate productivity. The LACRA workers wonder why Front Page Africa would choose to release such poor performance report against LACRA, which was certified by the government in its 2024 performance appraisal. The workers described the newspaper as paid agent, only seeking selfish agenda, and called on the paper to retract such unrealistic performance report against LACRA. The founder of the Rescue Center International, Pastor Erasmus Jacklow, has disclosed plans to publish a new inspirational book dedicated to President Joseph Boakai. The book, titled The Rising Prospects of Joseph Human Boakai, traces President Boakai's life from humble beginnings, highlighting his struggles, perseverance, and rise to prominence in society, political, and the presidency. Pastor Jacklow said the book is intended to motivate and encourage young people, especially those from poor backgrounds, on pursuing their goals. He explained that the idea came through divine inspiration and his observation of President Boakai's progress during the first 2 years of his administration. Pastor Jacklow also pointed to visible development initiatives and governance efforts as key factors that motivated him to document what he described as a promising leadership journey. Although the book is yet to be officially launched, he revealed that it awaits endorsement from President Joseph Boakai. Bobby County Community College, in collaboration with WIAC, has signed a memorandum of understanding to start the resit examination in the county. The MOU was signed to address the difficulties students experience in writing the test, getting results, and easing the stress they undergo during preparation. Our correspondent said persons wishing to resit the exams are graduates of over 10 to 15 years, including elders and students. The president of the college, Dr. Suko Bwema, said the MOU is an opportunity for those wanting to move forward but are hindered by the lack of documents to acquire such papers. And the National Food Assistance Agency over the weekend expanded its food aid distribution to Grand Cape Mel County, benefiting several vulnerable groups and institutions in that part of the country. The benefiting institutions include the St. Thomas Government Hospital, the Cape Mount Central Prison, the Ministry of Gender Safe Children Home. Others include the Group of 77, the Vanzula Orphanage, and the National Union Organization of Disabled. The food items are 25 kg bags of rice and 5 liters cartons of oil. Deputy Director General for Administration at the NFAA, Bob Carter, said the institution is making significant impact in the lives of Liberians. Deputy Director Carter said the food aid project will extend to 8 of Liberia's 15 counties with support from partners. Meanwhile, the Deputy Director General for Operations, Elton Dixon, disclosed that the project is a 50,000 United States dollars funded initiative. At the same time, the city mayor of Roberts Fort, Thomas Masakwe, expressed deep gratitude to the NFAA for the gesture and pledged the county administration to the entity. Mayor Masakwe described the gesture as timely and will be used for the right purpose.
Crystal in the news bulletin.